You ever notice how humans say they love the planet like it's a person they're dating, then immediately do things that make it want to leave us? We talk about Mother Earth like she's some kind nurturing figure, but if she could talk back, she'd probably file a restraining order. We take her air, her water, her forests, her silence, and we ruin all of it, every single thing we touch. And the funniest part is we always do it with a smile, with the best of intentions, saying, we're making life better. Yeah, better for about 5 minutes, until everything starts melting. We love the planet, so we set it on fire. That's just who we are. We invented cars to go places faster, planes to travel the world, factories to make everything we don't need, and then we look around and go, why is the weather acting weird? We love progress so much we never stop to think that maybe progress shouldn't include choking the sky. It's like we built a house and then started setting little fires in every room just to see how bright it gets. And when it starts burning, we don't put it out, we post about it. Thoughts and prayers for the Amazon rainforest? Yeah, that'll help. I'm sure the trees really appreciate your Wi-Fi sympathy. What's funny is how humans make disasters sound like they just happened to us, like we had nothing to do with it. Oh, the planet's heating up. Yeah, no kidding. It's not like billions of people driving metal boxes that fart poison into the air every day could have anything to do with that, but we act shocked. Like we just woke up one day and said, wait, why is it hot in December? We're the only species that builds its own problems, then holds conferences about how to fix them while continuing to make them worse in the background. Every solution comes with an even bigger problem wrapped inside it, like some kind of environmental Russian doll of stupidity. We create plastic to make life easier, and now the ocean's filled with it. We love plastic, cheap, durable, shiny, eternal. It's basically our child, and like every spoiled child, it refuses to leave. It's in the ocean, the air, the fish, even the snow. We've managed to pollute the planet from the bottom of the sea to the top of the mountains, and we act like we're shocked. Oh no, microplastics found in human blood. Well, where'd you think all that stuff was going? It didn't just disappear when you threw it in the trash. We're just now realizing that the planet doesn't have a delete button. And yet, humans will still hold Earth Day, pat themselves on the back for one day of pretending to care, plant a tree, and then spend the next 364 days undoing it. We recycle bottles for a week and then fly halfway around the world for a vacation that pumps more carbon into the sky than that recycling ever saved. That's human balance. Do one tiny good thing so we can feel better about doing 10 terrible ones. It's like putting out a cigarette with one hand while lighting a bonfire with the other. And let's talk about how we love nature. Humans are obsessed with it, as long as it's framed nicely in an Instagram post. We love sunsets, beaches, mountains, anything that looks like a Windows wallpaper. But real nature, the bugs, the smells, the unpredictable weather, we can't handle that. We'll drive 3 hours to go camping just to spend the night in a tent that costs more than a small apartment with a portable stove, Wi-Fi hotspot, and an electric mattress. We want nature to be beautiful, but we don't actually want to live in it. We want it clean, quiet, and available on weekends. We say, I love the ocean, then dump half our garbage into it. I love the rainforests, but keep buying cheap furniture made from the wood cut out of them. Humans have this strange habit of loving things the way a collector loves, fragile objects until they break, and then we move on to the next thing. The truth is, we love the idea of the planet, not the responsibility that comes with loving it. Real love requires effort, but we like shortcuts. We'd rather donate $10 online and go back to scrolling than actually change the way we live. We build entire cities that glow like Christmas trees all night, and then we look up and say, wow, we can't see the stars anymore. No kidding, you built a skyline that could light up Mars, and now we miss the stars. That's human irony. We create our own distance from beauty, and then we mourn its absence. We keep saying the Earth is dying, but she's not. She's just getting rid of the fever. The planet will survive. We might not, but the Earth, she'll shake us off like dandruff. And somehow, we manage to make everything sound noble. We're developing new land. That's what we call it, developing, which really means destroying everything that was already perfect. Every time humans develop something, something natural disappears, and we don't even notice it anymore. We pave over green fields to build shopping malls where people buy shirts that say "Save the Earth." It's almost poetic. We love to name streets after what used to be there. Welcome to Pine Grove Avenue. There hasn't been a pine tree here in 50 years, but we kept the name just so we can remember what we lost while pretending we didn't. We turn rivers into sewers, forests into suburbs, and then complain about pollution and noise. We're like the friend who breaks everything he borrows and then asks why people don't trust him anymore. And then there's the weather. Humans love talking about it, as if we have nothing to do with how weird it's become. Oh, it's snowing in April again. Yeah, maybe because the sky's confused, man. It doesn't know what season it is anymore. The planet's on life support, and we're debating whether to unplug the machine or install better filters so it looks cleaner in the photos. What makes it all so absurd is that deep down, we do care. We just care in the most human way possible, emotionally, but not practically. We love the planet when it's convenient, when it's on our screens, when it makes us feel peaceful. But when it demands something from us, like less waste, less greed, less comfort, we ghost it. Like every bad relationship, we want the good parts without the effort. But here's the thing, every single thing humans do to the planet, we're really doing to ourselves. When we poison the air, it's our lungs that breathe it. When we ruin the soil, it's our food that grows from it. When the oceans rise, it's our homes that go under. We keep forgetting that we're not guests on this planet, we're part of it. And if we keep treating it like a resource instead of a relationship, eventually the planet will stop caring whether we're still around. So maybe loving the Earth isn't about grand gestures or global summits. Maybe it's just about shutting up for a second, listening, and realizing we don't own this place. We're borrowing it from everything that comes after us. But humans aren't great at borrowing. We take, we break, and we leave a mess for someone else to clean up. We say we love the planet. We write songs about it, make movies about saving it, post pictures of it with hashtags. But love without action isn't love. It's just a performance. And we've been performing for too long, clapping for ourselves while the stage burns down. If we truly love this world, maybe we'd finally stop trying to fix it and start trying to respect it. Humans have this funny thing with love. We're obsessed with it. We write songs about it, we make movies about it, we build our whole lives around it, and then the second we actually get it, we start tearing it apart piece by piece. It's like we fall in love just to see how fast we can ruin it. No other species does this. Birds don't date for 3 months and then say, "It's not you, it's me, I just need to find myself." Dolphins don't ghost each other, but humans, we love something so deeply we can't help but overthink it, control it, and eventually destroy it. It's like we treat love the way kids treat a new toy. It's all excitement and wonder until it breaks, and then we cry that nothing lasts anymore. We say love is the most powerful force in the world, and maybe it is. But humans have this amazing ability to turn even the purest things into a complete mess. We love someone, and suddenly it becomes a project. I can fix them. That's how it starts. Not I'll love them, but I'll fix them. Because apparently, our version of love always comes with a manual and a warranty. We can't just let people be. We have to improve them, reshape them, align them with our expectations, and then we wonder why they stop feeling loved. And it's not even just about romance. We do this with everything we love. Our kids, our jobs, our dreams. The second we love something, we start managing it to death. We schedule it, measure it, and compare it. We can't just feel it, we have to control it. We turn love into an assignment. We forget that love isn't supposed to be logical. It's not an equation, it's chaos. It's supposed to be messy, unpredictable, alive. But humans can't stand that. We want it to make sense, to fit in boxes, to last forever without effort. We want a perfect love that doesn't exist, and when it disappoints us, we call it toxic. We're the only species that can fall in love and immediately start doubting it. We overanalyze every word, every text, every silence. If someone takes too long to reply, our minds start building whole breakup scenarios. We can't even enjoy the moment. We're addicted to the drama of love more than the feeling of it, because drama makes us feel alive. Still, we call it passion. And somehow, we mistake obsession for love, control for care, and possession for commitment. We say, "I love you," but what we really mean sometimes is, "I love that you make me feel good right now." The truth is, humans don't love unconditionally, we love transactionally. We love as long as it fits our idea of what love should look like. We love when it's convenient, when it's returned, when it feels easy. The second it requires patience, vulnerability, or forgiveness, we start backing away. We say, I deserve better. Like love is some kind of subscription service we can cancel when it stops entertaining us. We've built an entire culture around instant gratification, and somehow love got sucked into it too. We've turned it into a performance. Everything is about showing how in love we are, not being in love. You see couples online posting pictures with captions like, my forever person, and 2 months. Later, they're uploading breakup quotes about self-worth. Love used to be something sacred, something you built quietly. Now it's something you market. It's a highlight reel with matching filters. We've mistaken visibility for authenticity. We'd rather make love look perfect than make it real. And when it breaks, which it always does, when you're chasing an illusion, we don't learn. We just jump to the next one, hoping this time it'll be different. But the problem's never the person, it's us. We bring the same fears, the same insecurities, the same patterns into every relationship and expect a new outcome. We keep saying, I just want someone who understands me, but most of us don't even understand ourselves. How can anyone else love us properly if we don't even know what that means? We love love. We love the rush of it, the fantasy, the idea of being seen and chosen. But we can't seem to handle what comes after, because love is easy, staying in. It's love, that's the hard part. That's the work. It's showing up when it's boring, when it's annoying, when you've heard all the stories and the jokes and the quirks that once felt cute but now drive you insane. That's where love is tested, not in the beginning when it's all new and shiny, but humans chase that first high, that first spark. We mistake excitement for love and routine for loss. It's kind of sad when you think about it. We spend so much of our lives searching for love, but when we find it, we sabotage it because it doesn't feel like the fantasy we've been sold. We want fireworks, not warmth. We want passion, not peace. We don't know how to just be with someone without needing it to feel like a movie. Real love isn't cinematic, it's quiet, it's ordinary, it's showing up every day. But that doesn't sell songs or movies, so we forget it's even an option. Even the way we talk about love is funny. I fell in love. Fell. Like it's an accident. Like you tripped over someone's charm and landed in their arms. And then when it ends, we say, I fell out of love. We talk about it like gravity controls it, like we had no say in it. Maybe that's the problem. We act like love is something that happens to us, not something we choose, nurture, or protect. We give it all this power, and then we act like victims when it doesn't go our way. And the irony? We ruin love because we care so much about it. We're terrified of losing it, so we smother it. We want to be close, but not too close. We crave freedom, but demand constant reassurance. We want someone who understands us completely, but also never challenges us. It's impossible. We expect love to fix the loneliness we carry, but love doesn't fix what you refuse to face. It can only hold you while you face it. But humans want shortcuts. We want someone else to heal us, to complete us, to fill the holes we dug ourselves. We love to say, all you need is love. But no one ever explains that love alone isn't enough if you don't have honesty, respect, patience, or self-awareness. We've romanticized suffering in love as if pain means passion. We say things like, it's complicated, as if that makes it deeper. But sometimes it's not complicated, it's just unhealthy. And we don't want to admit that because we'd rather believe our chaos is proof of how much we care. The sad truth is, most people don't ruin love on purpose. They ruin it because they don't know how to love themselves first. We're all walking around half-healed, looking for someone to fill in the missing pieces. We think love will save us, but it only exposes what we haven't dealt with. It's like a mirror. You see yourself in it, and sometimes you don't like what you see, so you blame the mirror. You blame the other person. And then you move on, carrying the same baggage to the next one. Maybe that's what makes humans so tragically funny. We have the biggest hearts and the smallest patience. We crave connection more than anything, but we don't know how to hold it without breaking it. We say we want real love, but we keep running from the parts that require us to grow. The truth is, love isn't about finding the perfect person. It's about learning to care for something imperfect again and again, even when it's not easy. It's about seeing someone at their worst and still choosing them, not because you have to, but because you want to. That's love. Not the fireworks, not the drama, not the highlight reel, just the quiet choice to stay when it matters most. Because the moment we learn how to love without trying to own, fix, or prove it, that's the moment we stop ruining the very thing we've been searching for all along. Humans are the only creatures that could build something meant to make life easier and then let it completely take over their lives. We love technology, we worship it, we praise it like it's the new savior of humanity. Every new gadget, every shiny screen, every app that promises to connect us, we can't get enough of it. We're obsessed with convenience, with speed, with the feeling that we're in control of everything from the palm of our hands. But somehow, the more control we think we have, the less control we actually do. We built these machines to serve us, and now we serve them. We check on them more than we check on each other. It's kind of wild to think about it. Humans once looked up at the stars for guidance. Now we look down at our phones. We used to gather around fires and tell stories. Now we gather around glowing rectangles and scroll endlessly, searching for something that feels like meaning but never quite finding it. We've replaced presence with pixels. The glow of a screen has become the new sunset. And what's crazy is that we love it. We know it's bad for us, we can feel it draining us, but we can't stop. Because humans love anything that gives them attention, even if it's artificial. Remember when technology was supposed to save us time? When it was supposed to make life simpler? Somehow it did the opposite. We don't have more time now, we have less. We're always on, always reachable, always scrolling. We can't sit in silence anymore. We need the noise, the notifications, the pings, the constant updates that make us feel like something's happening, even when nothing is. We've built a world that's louder than our own thoughts, and we wonder why we can't sleep. And don't get me wrong, technology isn't evil. It's brilliant. It's what humans do best, create. But we have this habit of falling in love with our own creations until they start replacing the things that made us human in the first place. We used to talk face to face, now we text. We used to write letters that took days to arrive, now we get mad if someone doesn't reply in 5 minutes. We used to have patience, curiosity, mystery. Now we have typing bubbles and read receipts. We post pictures of ourselves smiling, hoping strangers will validate us. We scroll through feeds full of people pretending to be happy and wonder why our lives don't look like theirs. We're lonely, but we're connected. We're surrounded by noise, but we can't hear anything real. We've built digital versions of ourselves, perfect, filtered, edited, and we're falling in love with those instead of the messy, flawed versions that actually live and breathe. We say we love technology, but maybe what we really love is the illusion it gives us. The illusion that we matter, that we're seen, that we're important. Every like, every comment, every notification, it's a tiny hit of validation, a reminder that we exist. It's addictive, and we know it, but humans are great at pretending they're in control of their addictions. I can stop anytime I want. Sure, right after you check your phone, one last time. What's scary is how we don't even notice the shift anymore. We've made technology a part of who we are. We talk to it, we trust it, we let it decide for us. Our phones tell us when to wake up, where to go, what to eat, who to talk to, and even what we should feel about the news that day. We've outsourced thinking, we've turned curiosity into a Google search. We've made intelligence something that depends on Wi-Fi speed. And now we're building machines that can think, talk, create, even mimic emotion. And we call it progress. But if our machines can do everything we can faster, smarter, better, what's left for us? We love to call ourselves the most intelligent species on the planet, but we're building our replacements and calling it innovation. We're like a magician who saws himself in half and claps because the trick worked. We used to dream of exploring new worlds, discovering new things. Now our biggest dream is a faster phone, a better camera, a smoother app. Our sense of wonder has been replaced by software updates. And the irony is, the more connected we become digitally, the more disconnected we become emotionally. We sit next to each other, each person lost in their own screen, and call that togetherness. Families at dinner, couples in bed, friends at cafes, everyone's physically there, but mentally somewhere else. We've become uncomfortable with boredom, with stillness, with being offline. We can't just exist without documenting it. If a moment happens and no one records it, did it even happen? We don't experience things anymore, we curate them. Every sunset, every meal, every laugh, it's all content now. We're not living, we're producing. We're turning our lives into highlight reels and then comparing them to everyone else's. And in the process, we forget what it felt like to actually live those moments without needing to prove they happened. Even our emotions have become digital. We don't say how we feel anymore, we send emojis. We don't comfort people, we react with hearts. We've reduced communication to symbols, love to likes, and empathy to algorithms. And then we wonder why people feel so unseen. It's because real connection can't be coded. It has to be felt, experienced, shared in silence and awkwardness and presence, things technology can't replicate, no matter how advanced it gets. And yet, we keep feeding it. We keep handing over more of our time, our data, our attention, because it's easier than facing ourselves. Technology gives us a distraction from the parts of life that are uncomfortable, the quiet, the loneliness, the uncertainty. It's easier to scroll than to think, easier to refresh than to reflect. We keep ourselves busy so we don't have to be real. Humans have always had tools, fire, wheels, printing presses, but this is different. This tool doesn't just serve us, it studies us. It knows us better than we know ourselves. It learns our habits, our desires, our fears. It predicts what we'll buy, who we'll date, even what we'll believe. And the terrifying thing is, it's usually right. We've given it all our secrets, and in return, it gives us comfort. We've traded privacy for convenience, awareness for efficiency, freedom for entertainment. It's not that we can't stop, it's that we don't want to. Because the truth is, humans crave stimulation more than peace. We want to feel busy, needed, plugged in. We tell ourselves that we're using technology, but most days, it's using us. We've built an invisible leash we carry willingly. It vibrates, it pings, and we respond. Pavlov had dogs. Technology has humans. But maybe the saddest part is how easily we accept it. We call it normal. We call it modern life. We've normalized distraction, normalized numbness, normalized staring at glowing screens while the world outside keeps moving without us. We've mistaken progress for happiness. We think that because everything is faster, we must be moving forward. But faster isn't always better. Sometimes it just means we're speeding toward emptiness more efficiently. Maybe what we need isn't another app, another update, another device to simplify life. Maybe we need to remember what it was like to be bored, to talk without screens between us, to walk without headphones, to think without input. Maybe progress isn't about having more tools, it's about knowing when to put them down, because technology will keep evolving. That's what it does. The question is, will we? Will we remember what it means to be human before the machines remind us that they learned it better? Sometimes the most revolutionary thing we can do in a world addicted to connection is to simply disconnect. Humans have this strange, twisted way of showing love to animals. We adore them, we cry over them, we make movies about them, we put them on calendars, we wear shirts that say "Save the Whales," and then we go home and eat a burger the size of a small planet. We say we love animals, but we really mean we love the ones that don't inconvenience us. The ones that are cute, cuddly, or good for selfies. A dog, a cat, maybe a dolphin, sure, they get our love. A cow, a chicken, a pig, well, they get our dinner plate. It's almost like our compassion has a filter, only applies to animals that don't taste good. We've built an entire world where animals exist for our entertainment, our appetite, our convenience. We put them in cages, call it a zoo, and then pat ourselves on the back for saving endangered species. Imagine if someone locked you in a glass box your whole life and said, "Don't worry, it's for your protection." But we do it with a smile because it's educational, right? The kids get to see a tiger up close, learn about nature, but that tiger doesn't know it's education. It just knows it's not supposed to be behind bars. We love wild animals as long as they stay where we can watch them safely, behind glass, on a screen, or in a park with a fence around it. And what's worse, we've commercialized compassion. You can now adopt a panda online for $20 a month. You'll get a certificate, a plush toy, and maybe a photo of your panda in the wild. It's the perfect relationship. You get all the emotional satisfaction without any real responsibility. We've turned empathy into a subscription service. That's human love, convenient, comfortable, detached. But when it comes to the animals that feed us, that keep our industries running, suddenly we look the other way. We don't want to think about where our food comes from. We just want it wrapped, labeled, sanitized. No blood, no fur, no faces, just packages. We've created a system where we can love animals and eat them at the same time, as long as we never have to face the in-between part. We'll shed tears over a whale caught in plastic, but won't blink at the idea of billions of animals living their entire lives in cages, never seeing the sky. And the worst part, we justify it. It's just nature, we say, as if nature ever built a slaughterhouse. We have a habit of romanticizing animals when it suits us and ignoring them when it doesn't. We say things like man's best friend while ignoring the rest of the animal kingdom. We've turned selective love into a moral compass. The same person who would risk their life to save a drowning dog might not think twice about fishing for fun. We pick and choose our compassion like it's a buffet. Take a little bit of kindness here, a little bit of ignorance there. Even our entertainment is full of contradictions. We love watching wildlife documentaries where a British voice whispers about how majestic a lion is, the lion, king of the savannah. Meanwhile, half the viewers are eating chicken wings while they watch. We can marvel at nature on TV, but can't handle the reality that we're destroying it outside. We treat the natural world like a movie set that exists for our viewing pleasure. When the credits roll, we go right back to forgetting it. It's not even about being vegan or moral, it's about how disconnected we've become from what we claim to love. We talk about balance, about respecting life, but our actions say otherwise. We've industrialized cruelty to the point that it doesn't even register as cruelty anymore. It's just business. We've normalized killing on a scale so massive that the only way to live with it is to pretend it's not happening. We look at the finished product, the leather jacket, the juicy steak, the milkshake, and we call it love because it's part of our culture, part of our comfort. Humans are experts at turning love into consumption. We do it with people and we do it with animals. We love what makes us feel good, not what makes us think. And when something forces us to see the truth, like a video of factory farming or an oil-soaked bird, we can't stand it. We say, oh, I can't watch that, which really means I don't want to feel responsible. We've built walls between ourselves and the consequences of our love. We want all the benefits of caring without the discomfort of empathy, and yet, deep down, we do care. You can see it in the way a person lights up when their dog greets them, or how a kid cries when they see an injured bird. There's something in us that knows we're connected to them. We can feel it. But somewhere along the way, we buried that instinct under convenience. We convinced ourselves that being at the top of the food chain gives us the right to do whatever we want with the ones below. We confuse dominance with superiority. But maybe being the most intelligent species should mean knowing when to stop taking. We love to say things like, animals are innocent, and then we destroy their homes, their food sources, their families, all while pretending it's not personal. We call it progress. We wipe out forests for farmland, poison rivers for profit, and then wonder why the planet feels emptier. We've forgotten that animals aren't part of nature, they are nature. And without them, we're just a lonely species sitting on a dying rock, congratulating ourselves on being civilized. Even the way we treat pets shows how confused our love is. We dress them up, post them online, give them birthdays, and then leave them home alone for 10 hours a day while we chase money to buy them more toys. We love them like accessories. We've turned loyalty into decoration. It's not love, it's projection. We give them everything, but the one thing they really need, our time, our presence, our understanding. It's not about guilt, it's about honesty. We can't keep pretending we love animals if we keep loving them in ways that hurt them. Love isn't about ownership or comfort, it's about respect. It's about seeing their existence as valuable, even when it doesn't benefit us. But humans have this need to own what they love. We can't just appreciate beauty. We have to capture it, cage it, tag it, post it. We turn living beings into property and call it affection. And maybe that's the heart of it. We ruin everything we love because we confuse love with possession. We can't just let something be free and beautiful without needing to have it, use it, or benefit from it. We think loving something means making it ours. But real love isn't about control. It's about coexistence. It's knowing that the world isn't just ours to enjoy, it's ours to protect. Humans love animals. We just haven't figured out how to love them without destroying them in the process. Maybe the day we learn how to care without consuming, to protect without profiting, and to love without owning, that'll be the day we finally prove we deserve to share this planet with them.